Hi everybody, Heidi here again. I thought I would do a quick tutorial on how to do a progressive story in Instagram for us new skinners, how to incorporate new skin bits and pieces. So I did do another video earlier on how to create a normal story, but here's an upgrade, I guess, on how to make a progressive story. So you go into your Instagram. So once again, this is your normal feed that you will see as normal, but to create a story, you have to go up here to the top left to where it says your story. So over here, okay? So you click on your story. Now, if you've already created a story before, this will happen, okay? So the story will come up, which means it's kind of annoying. So the only way you can add to your story from now is you hold your finger on it. Oops. You hold your finger on it and it'll come up as add to your story. Okay, so this one here. So you click add to your story. So, oh, hello everyone. So down here in this bottom corner down here, you can see your gallery for photos. So in there is where I want to grab the photo. So I'm going to click on there. So I'm going to use this photo. As you can see, you can take a few selfies until you get the one that you like. So I'm grabbing this photo. So I'm going to pull it in a little bit because it takes too much. So that's just normal, the way you make anything smaller on your phone. And I like it on a bit of an angle like that. So now I'm going to make this one a story that as people scroll through, extra things get added to the same image. That's what you call a progressive story. So first of all, we're going to go up here to this bit here and we're going to write some text on it. So what I'm going to do is I click on there and I'm going to write, come to my online LumiSpa demo. Okay, now you can see we've got all these colors here. So you can choose what color you would like to put on your, what color you would like to make the writing. So I'm going to try, I tend to like the pink, but I might do this orange this time. Then you click this arrow down the bottom here to make your keyboard go away. Okay, so actually, now that I look at it, I'm liking that I need to incorporate this color or maybe the blue because it helps it look more pleasing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on my words again and I'm going to see all these other colors coming up. All right, so let me go to the, do you know what else you can do? I'm going to show you another little trick here, guys. See how over here it's got this little dropper? If you click on that dropper, you can actually match it to a color that's on your photo. So watch, like this. So I'm going to click on the dropper, then I'm going to click on my dress. And now it's made the same color as my dress. If I want to try, I'll click on the dropper and, oh, so it's actually pulled the color of my lips. So now I might put it on the color of my flowers on my dress. So that's just an extra little trick that you might not have been aware of. Okay, so come to my online LumiSpa demo. Now, because I'm going to want to add some extra things later and that might be in the way, might just move it up a little bit. And this is where the progressive story starts. So first of all, down here where it says send to, this is what we're going to click on. So that'll be the first page. So I click send to. So now you can see here that it's going to send it to my story and to my Facebook story because I've actually linked the two accounts. I'll have to show you how to do that on another video. So what I'm going to do first of all is click over here on the share button. So I'm going to click share, but what I'm not going to do is click down here where it says done. If I was to click down there, it would straight away post it, but I don't want to post it yet, okay? So instead, what we're going to do is click back, click this little arrow at the top there where it says share. I didn't do a very good circle, but you know what I mean. So once I've hit share, you can see that it's shared there, which means it's shared into a file ready to be posted because I haven't hit done. So now I'm going to hit this up here that I said and we'll go and do it again. So I go back. So there's the one I just did. So now I want to add something else. So I click up here onto the little duty up there, and that's going to give us all the fun bits and bobs. So I showed you on a separate video. If we go down here into GIF, that's going to show you, and if you type in new skin, all of the new skin fun little things come up. All right, so you can see there's all these really cool pictures. So I'm going through trying to find my favorite one of the Lumi Spa. And something else you can do is when you go up there, you can just type in Lumi Spa or Lumi. Oh, that's a different one. Let me have a look if I do Lumi Spa. There you go. So these are all of my Lumi Spas, just to keep it a bit easy and I don't have to scroll through them. So I think I'm going to use this one down here because I like that it moves. Okay, so I'm going to click on that. And I'm going to touch it and drag. So I might drag it to over here. Okay, and I might add another one too. So now I'm going to go back up here to, back up here to the little sticker. And I'm going to choose something else. So now I'm going to get rid of the word Lumi Spa because there's a really cool little arrow that I like. Oh yeah, there he is. We can use that little arrow here maybe, or let's maybe choose, how about this one? This one down here, live, because it's going to be a live demo. Oops. So I'm going to click on that, live, and I'm going to put that over here. All right. So now those two little things are going to move on page 2 of my story. So now once again, I go down the bottom where it says send to, and I'm going to click on that. And once again, I'm going to go straight here to share. So then it can put it in my little folder ready to be posted. Once again, I do not click down the bottom. Instead, I go back up to the top left where that arrow is to go back and do the final page of my story. So this time I'm going to go back up here, but I want to do a poll because I want them to interact. So I'm just going to hit the little X over here so that I get rid of that. And I'm going to go back again. I'm going to hit this little dude here so I get back out of there because I want to find the poll. So here is the poll here. So this is the bit you want people to interact with your story, okay? So we're going to click on the poll and we're going to say, would you like to watch online? Question mark. And we can say link, please. And over here we can say, I'd love to see. No, I'd love to. I was going to say I'd love to come. I'd love to check it out. How about that? Link, please. I'd love to check it out. So now we hit the little down arrow down the bottom here, which gets rid of my keyboard. And now I'm going to touch on my poll, and I'm going to drag it down to the bottom. So can you see how that little blue lines come up there at the bottom underneath that? That shows that if you go any lower than that, it probably will be cut off when you actually post it. So we're trying to avoid going under that line. Okay, so right there, I let it go. So that is my poll done. Another little trick, if you put your polls down into the bottom corner down here somewhere, it's a really smart way to do it because usually people are just flicking through their stories and they tap around about there to just scroll through to the next screen, so they may accidentally hit on your poll, which is fine because when you get the notification, you can then contact them. Sometimes they'll say, oh, no, it was an accident. Sometimes they'll ignore you and that's okay. But other times they'll say, oh, it was an accident. But actually, yeah, what is that? Now I'm intrigued. So it's a really good idea to do there just so you can catch some curious people and start a relationship that way. Okay, so now that's done. So now I'm going to go down here and hit send to. And then once again, I'm going to click on the share button. But now this time I'm finished. I don't need to go back and add anything else. So now I'm going to go down here and hit the done button. So done. So now you'll notice, see up here, it's thinking, it's taking its time. Sometimes the internet has a bit of a weirdo. See how it's got an exclamation mark? I think that means that one of the story's pages didn't work. So I'll show you what you do in that instance. So you can click on the story. So there you can see the first page, and then we can see the second page, and then see the third page as being silly. Sometimes you can click down here where it says try again. So you can try that a couple of times to see if it's going to start uploading. It might not. So if that's the case, sometimes you just have to do a fresh one and add that. Sometimes it's an internet thing. But in saying that, it is done. So guys, now this is your progressive story. Oops, not that one. Here. So you've got page 1 and then page 2. So you can see how the story is just progressive, and obviously the third one that doesn't work. So that, I hope that helps guys on how to do a progressive story using Samsung for your business. All right, bye.